Kris.
And I'm Wyatt Elliott from Notebook Entertainment.
And this is Horrorland News. Alright, so today we have some cool stuff in TV Roundup, including Black Mirror news, which I'm very excited about. We have some fun indie trailers to watch. We have some fun news, including the numbers for Evil Dead Rise and all that. And then Indie Film Spotlight, we're going to be spotlighting a Kickstarter for a new indie film. So all of that to look forward to on today's episode. Let's get into it with TV Roundup.
No TV and no beer make Homer something.
Alright, so as I said, Black Mirror's finally back! I'm so excited! They still don't have an actual air date, but they did release the teaser trailer last week.
They did say June, I think.
There's no exact premiere date that I was able to find.
I was being hopeful, I guess.
Right. But there is an amazing list of guest stars, including Selma Hayek, Josh Hartnett, Zazie Beetz, Aaron Paul, Rory Culkin, Kate Morrow, Rob Delaney, Michael Cera, and more.
Yeah.
So...
I definitely caught Aaron Paul in the trailer. I was like...
Yep. And then, so they're saying it's definitely going to be more episodes than last season, which we didn't get to, 2018, I think it was last season. It's been a while since Ashley 2, you guys.
Yep. It feels like a while, actually. I miss that show.
Yeah. I wish they would do another, Bandersnatch style episode, because I really like Bandersnatch.
I do, too. I think they should do a theatrical movie, but...
That'd be fun.
See what happens.
So, Charlie Booker, who's the creator and showrunner for Black Mirror, he's got a bit of a long quote here. I've always felt that Black Mirror should feature stories that are entirely distinct from one another and keep surprising people, and myself, or else what's the point? It should be a series that can't be easily defined and can keep reinventing itself. So partly as a challenge and partly to keep things fresh for both me and the viewer, I began this season by deliberately upending some of my own core assumptions about what to expect. Consequently, this time, alongside some of the more familiar Black Mirror tropes, we've also got a few new elements, including some I previously sworn blind the show would never do, to stretch the parameters of what a Black Mirror episode even is. The stories are all still tonally Black Mirror through and through, but with some crazy swings and more variety than ever before. And bringing it all to life, we've got an incredible roster of disgustingly skillful, smart directors working with a cast of actors so talented they frankly have no right to exist. Jesus. I can't wait for people to binge their way through it all and hope they enjoy it, especially the bits they shouldn't.
See, for a second
he's so funny.
Yeah, for a second there, I was like, so are they going to have, happy endings?
Right.
but
wouldn't be Black Mirror either, though. I don't know.
Interesting. No, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it is.
I think it's good. This is what, season 6?
Yeah.
It's good for a show to redefine itself, reinvent itself, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do like that they always have new, surprising guest stars and stuff, so it's not the same people. Yeah. Because a horror story, we love Sarah Paulson, we love Evan Peters and everything, but it is fun to see new people join the franchise and stuff.
And a series like Black Mirror that's a variety. Exactly. It needs to be variety, so... I think heck, I used to love The Outer Limits, and they had episodes that were dark, that were funny, that were gory, whatever. So I say...
Go for it.
Go for it.
Do it. Right. I mean, your very first episode ever, the dude fucks a pig. So, I mean,
how do you top that? They haven't.
Alright, so let's move on to American Horror Story Season 12, Delicate. We found out recently from some behind-the-scenes shots that have come out that in addition to Emma Roberts and Kim Kardashian, Cara Delevingne and Matt Zuckery have been cast. And Matt Zuckery, if you don't know, he's Logan from Gilmore Girls.
Oh.
So we hate him in Gilmore Girls, but he's
a
okay guy.
Actor.
He's a fine guy, good actor, but...
Right.
Yeah.
I mean...
Logan sucks. She should not have been with Logan. So, this season is going to be different from all the others because it's based on a book, and that book will be coming out right around the same time as the season will be premiering in August.
Oh, it's a new book?
It's a brand new book. Still hasn't come out yet. So, the book is called Delicate Condition. It's by Danielle Valentine.
Interesting.
So... Here's where it's different. We've never known what a season was going to be about before, but thanks to the summary of the book, now we'll know. So here's what this season's going to be about. Anna Alcott is an indie actress desperate to have a family. While undergoing a grueling IVF journey, crucial medicines are lost, appointments get swapped without her knowledge, and cryptic warnings have her jumping at shadows. Despite everything she's gone through to make this pregnancy a reality, not even her husband is willing to believe that someone is playing twisted games with her. Then her doctor tells her she's had a miscarriage. Except Anna's convinced she's still pregnant despite everything the men around her claim. She can feel the baby moving inside her and can see the strain it's taking on her weakening body. Vague warnings become direct threats as someone stalks her through the bleak ghost town of the snowy Hamptons. As her symptoms and sense of danger grow ever more horrifying, Anna can't help but wonder what exactly she's carrying inside of her, and why no one will listen when she says something is horribly, painfully wrong. So it's Rosemary's Baby.
Right.
Is what I'm hearing.
That's what I was hearing from it.
Yeah.
But
it's like a modern, more updated version of Rosemary's Baby is what I'm hearing.
Anna's going to be Kim Kardashian?
I think it's Emma Roberts going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. I'm going to watch it out of just morbid curiosity, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, their tactic worked with me. Right. I'm going to at least check out the first one.
At least, yeah, just to see. Because I do like the idea of Rosemary's Baby. I don't think the movie's as great as everyone says it is. The book is interesting, if you've ever read the book Rosemary's Baby. But the movie, I don't know.
I think the movie's too outdated. I tried watching it. It was just...
It's slow. It's not the great movie that everyone says it is.
I don't think it is generationally. I think maybe it was back in the 60s.
Maybe, yeah.
Was it 60s or 70s?
I don't know. It's when Mia Farrow had that weird haircut.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it, but...
No.
You know.
But like I said, this worked because now I'm like, oh, well, I'll give a new updated version of Rosemary's Baby a try.
There's nothing wrong with reinventing it or coming up with a new twist or an idea for it. That's all
right. And with what's going on in at least in the USA, I know that women have a lot of fears and stuff about pregnancy right now. So
see, I was hearing that too. I'll bet you it's because American Horror Story has always been kind of on the top of topical things and stuff and what's going on in the world. Obviously, what was it? Not Apocalypse. What was the one before that? That you really don't like. Where it was very 2016. What season was that?
Cult.
Cult.
I don't like Cult.
Yeah.
That was too real.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I liked Cult, but I thought...
And in retrospect, it's even more too real. Like, I can't. With Cult. I can't even rewatch Cult.
It was too soon is what it was.
Right. But yeah, this one, with all the anxiety that women have around pregnancy and having babies and whether or not they're even OBGYNs in their state anymore, you know, like...
Yeah, no, I get it. And I think...
It is kind of it's ripe for horror.
It is ripe, yes. We might be seeing a lot of these coming out.
Exactly.
So stay tuned for that.
Right. So we'll keep you updated on Black Mirror and AHS as more info comes out, and any other TV series in the future, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our trailer park. Both films today that I'm going to talk about are indie films. The first one is called Follow Her. Follow Her is a psychosexual thriller that questions the ethical boundaries of social media as an inspiring actress responds to a mysterious classified ad and finds herself trapped in her new boss's twisted revenge fantasy. So this premiered last year at the Fantasporto and Fantaspoa film festivals. Review from Bloody Disgusting says, quote, "The fact that Follow Her succeeds at being fun, meta, and thought-provoking while also being a low-budget, female-led project makes this an exceptional movie." So they've got their stamp of approval. I like Bloody Disgusting. I usually trust their opinion. So this will be out in select U.S. theaters and on VOD June 2nd. So hopefully it'll be at a theater near us. We don't have a lot of indie theaters around us, unfortunately. Next one is called Werewolf Game. And it is. It's basically the movie is like werewolf game where you play werewolf and one person's the werewolf. It's a murder game.
Yeah. I know that. I played that game, yeah.
This one has Tony Todd in it. He's starring as Judge, who kidnaps 12 complete strangers and forces them to play the game. This movie is currently in post-production. It's aiming for a release later this year, but they did release a little trailer for it, and I think it looks fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that's basically what it is. Is Tony Todd's character kidnaps 12 people and makes them play werewolf.
I follow Tony Todd on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure I've heard him talk about this. I didn't see the trailer, though, but I will watch it immediately.
Right.
It does, yeah, that looks awesome. I mean, sounds awesome, I should say.
And I support Tony Todd.
Yes, I do too.
We have Tony Todd stands here.
More Tony Todd, more things.
All right, so that's what we've got for trailers. Let's move on to our news. All right, so we have an awesome update. A few weeks ago, we reviewed Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey here on the news during our Indie Film Spotlight segment. During our discussion there, we wondered and we kind of surmised that Rabbit and Owl must be still out there somewhere since it focused more on Pooh and Piglet. Andrew Scott Bell, who is the movie's film composer, he commented in our video and let us know that there was a deleted line in the opening animation segment. That specified that everyone did split into separate factions. So Owl and Rabbit are still out there. He has confirmed it.
And they have confirmed that the sequel is coming out next year. So
can't wait.
I'm assuming we're going to get to see maybe one of the other factions.
Yeah. And since Tigger's entering public domain, maybe Tigger will be able to join. And we were talking about Kanga and Roo in our review. Watch our review if you haven't already. Yeah. I loved it. He was okay about it. I loved it because I like that stupid, campy, fun stuff.
And I don't know if we ever said this on the news or not, but it is streaming on Amazon Prime.
Right now.
So if you have Prime, you can watch it.
Please, God, watch it. It's amazing.
It is really awesome. Still waiting for our U.S. Blu-ray release, but it's coming. I assume it's coming. All
right, so we also saw Evil Dead Rise over the weekend, and it was awesome. Check out our review.
Yep.
It killed at the box office by horror movie standards. It was over 40 million worldwide, 23.5 million in the US on a $19 million budget. So yeah, it killed it.
It killed it, yeah. More Evil Dead, that's what that means.
More. Yep, and here we have Bruce Campbell gave a quote to AV Club. Quote, "We're going to try and do them more like every 2 or 3 years rather than every 10 years.
That'd be nice.
It's also the first time Sam is working with his brother Ivan to create an overall Bible that will give future writers and directors an idea of where this thing should go next to potentially tie in some of these stories. So I think it's going to get a little more tied in as the years go by. But because it's all about the books, it could be a book in the past, a book in the future. It's yet to be determined."
That's amazing. I saw another quote that was from Sam Raimi and Fede Alvarez. And the new director, and they're talking about, that's probably where this organization is coming from, but they're talking about collabing on a future Evil Dead movie where it's 3 different directors directing 3 different stories.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
That would be amazing. Any direction they want to take Evil Dead in, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Like I said during our review, I don't think there's really been a completely bad entry in this series.
No, I love them all.
And Ash vs. Evil Dead is amazing.
Good.
We finished watching all 3 seasons. I can't believe it took me that long to watch it.
I'm so mad though that it's canceled.
I know.
We were this close to getting Ash in space, guys.
It's so close. Would have been amazing. All right, so more Evil Dead. If you haven't seen the movie yet, go see it. If you have, check out our review.
Yeah, support horror.
Absolutely.
In theaters.
Speaking of which, so David Gordon Green is giving the Halloween treatment to the Exorcist series. He's creating a direct sequel to the original, the first in a planned trilogy. So basically he's doing exactly what he did with Halloween on The Exorcist.
So he's going to ignore the wonderful Exorcist 2.
Oh, God, no. Yeah, so the title was announced at CinemaCon. It's going to be The Exorcist Believer is going to be the first one.
Okay.
He will be directing, and he co-wrote the script with Peter Sattler. It's going to be starring Leslie Odom Jr. as a father whose child becomes possessed, so he hunts down Chris McNeil, who will be played by Ellen Burstyn, and she'll be reprising her role from the OG film.
No kidding.
Yeah. So I'm not saying this is a bad idea. I'm just saying that this is the exact same thing that he did with Halloween, right down to bringing back the OG actress.
But you can't argue that yes, you can argue where he went with the series of Halloween, but you can't argue that reboot worked.
It did. It did. You're never going to get me to, as a Halloween fan, I'm never going to be like, those movies sucked ass. I will always defend them. But they weren't the greatest. Like...
Can we just get a Silver Shamrock movie, guys? Please. I feel like we're so close.
I'm just saying, I'm more forgiving of the Halloween series because I am a huge Halloween fan. I'm not an Exorcist fan, so I probably won't be as forgiving if these suck.
I think the last time I watched The Exorcist was when it was re-released in like the early 2000s or something.
Probably.
I saw it in
I
theaters.
have the first one on DVD. I haven't watched it in years, but
I saw it in theaters. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's a good movie.
And I
it's
heard
really
that the
well
TV
done.
series was good,
I
that they came out with a couple years ago.
I didn't
but it got
watch
canceled
it because I thought it was going to be stupid.
But yeah, I heard it was really good.
It was good. Yeah.
But I mean, again, like you said, he can't do worse than Exorcist 2. It's just like with Halloween. He didn't do worse than Halloween 5. There's no worse movie than Halloween 5.
No.
There isn't. There just isn't.
No.
So.
I mean, and Exorcist 3 is the only sort of good sequel. And It's not even that great. It's okay. It's okay. You know, I like it.
I like it better, yeah.
It's better than the other two.
I did not.
4 makes no
I didn't
sense.
watch 4 at all.
No.
After 3, I gave up on Exorcist.
I was so
I have
confused
no idea what 4 is.
because I saw 4 twice in theaters because they released it under one title, pulled it, re-released it under another, and I'm like, I've seen this movie, I swear. And it wasn't until years later that I read up on it and figured out that that's exactly what they did.
Right. I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because, like I said, I didn't hate the new Halloween trilogy. I really didn't. So I'll give him a shot.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, for all their flaws, they're very entertaining.
It'd be nice if he did try and do his own thing, though, you know, like his own horror series.
Oh, yeah, that's
like,
what he needs to do.
To keep picking up on these ones that already exist. It's cool, but it's going to tire people out. It's already starting to tire people out. I just think that he should find his own... Like, he helped write the Halloween ones. He's helping write these.
He could easily create his
own. You could
own.
create your own, dude. And
that's the beauty of The Exorcist. Yes, it's a classic, but like...
But who loves The Exorcist?
Whose Exorcist stands out there? Like...
Let's move on to Indie Film Spotlight.
My advice to young filmmakers, make a movie every week. Make films, no matter what anybody says, and you'll be a filmmaker.
All right, so this one, there's a brief trailer out there. It is still crowdfunding. It's called Chemical Imbalance.
I like it already.
I know. The reason I liked it and the reason it caught my attention is because that they say they want to do this movie in the style of the Trauma films. They're inspired by Trauma.
Okay.
They're still casting for at least 2 female roles from what I saw. Director Dan Brousseau is a self-taught indie filmmaker with 6 previous titles to his name. I don't know what they are, so I don't know how good they are. But like I said, because I like the Trauma films and because I would like to see a return of, or someone else, you know, kind of take that Toxic Avenger mantle. And so here's what the movie's going to be about. Adam, a carefree stoner with a passion for horror, is talked into going camping by his friend Ben. Ben has the perfect girl for Adam to meet and thinks camping is the best way to go about the introduction. Lila, a carefree girl who loves her cats, is talked into going camping by her friend Tara with the promise of meeting the right guy. Once arriving at the perfect camping stop, the alcohol starts to flow and the weed starts to smoke, and all is well with the group of 4 until an unforeseen accident occurs, causing a mutation in one of our characters. Soon the peacefulness is turned into chaos and all hell breaks loose. Inspired by the over-the-top nature of Dead Alive and the Toxic Adventure, Chemical Imbalance will surely entertain you.
I mean, I got my attention.
Yep, I like body horror. I like, so...
I would like to check it out for sure.
I give it a shot. If you're interested, we will put their link in the bottom down there with the description. Words, guys. And you can link and give them money if you'd like, because or if you're an actress and you're in their area, they are still looking for some roles.
Yeah,
so,
and you can also share their campaign if you can't afford to contribute.
Yep.
That does help them. It gets the word out there.
Absolutely.
It gets it in front of people. So, absolutely. So, sharing it is not a cop-out.
Sharing is caring, guys.
It is. It really is. We'll check it out for sure. You know, like...
we give to indie films all the time, so...
I think it would be great if maybe he'll even catch the attention of Trauma.
Right,
you know?
Right,
so,
yeah.
He's getting old. Someone's got to take over at some point.
Exactly, and that's what I mean by like the next generation of Trauma films. That's why I want to kind of spotlight this. It could be a great movie. It could be a shitty movie. It could be in between. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
But you got to give new filmmakers a shot.
It could be the best shitty movie ever too. So.
I mean, that's how I felt about Cocaine Bear and Winnie the Pooh. So those are 2 of my favorite bad movies right now.
I mean, this is the year of the bear for sure. So.
Oh my god, I hope one of them turns into a bear.
Hey.
Werebear!
Werebear. It's got to be coming. If not, we'll make Werebear.
We'll make Werebear.
Care Bear. All right. That's our show for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please leave us any comments, any questions. Any of you film directors out there happen to want to give us some more information on your movies, that's great too. So on that note, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I'm going to go shut up now.
And I'm going to go talk over here.
Okay, bye.
Christopher, Mary Robin. We should be close now.
We're not going to find them.
We will. Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, we were friends for many years, and they're out there.
Christopher, we need to leave. Now.
I really need to find out what's happened there, okay? Why are you doing this, please? I would have never left, I swear, I swear.